I didn't realize immediately what was going on, and when I realized what was going on, and when he said hit the floor, what I did, I immediately hit the floor behind a chair with two ideas in mind. One is to escape the line of fire, if any, and the other is where I could actually look at the man while I was on the floor, which I did, because I kept my eye on him the entire time of the robbery.
Mrs. Jacobson, just why have you carried this action this far?
Because of the principle involved. I don't think that North Texas State or any state institution should have the right to just take people's property.
What are you going to do when the Rangers evict you?
I guess I'm going to just let them make them evict me. I'm just going to lock the door and let them take me out, I guess.
Tell me this, where are you going to go?
I believe I'll go back to California. Go back to my home and my children. And there, I've got to go back in now, because that door's got to be locked.
Probably affects us more than most clubs because we were the first team to schedule opening training camp. We were set to open July 10. But I think it's not that big an inconvenience. It's primarily a problem of logistics. We've got to contact 69 players who are scattered all across the country. We've got to change their airline reservations, inform them, and we do this by wire, we do this by telephone, we do this in person, in case they happen to be located in Dallas. But in order to inform these people that we're opening camp 4 days later than we were supposed to, and some of these people are traveling by car, it makes it a little bit tough for that little man in the Western Union bicycle to intercept them and get the word to them. But I don't think from a training standpoint, after talking to the coaches, it's going to be that major an inconvenience. By compacting the early part of their training schedule, I think they figure now that they might lose 2 days rather than 4. So it's something that we can live with.
I was drinking my coffee and facing the cashier's cages when two men walked in from the rear entrance, joining the parking lot into the bank lobby. One man was carrying what appears to very much to be a submachine gun. The other man that came closest to me, right next to the coffee bar, was back very quickly into the main entrance of the bank lobby and waving this what looked like a revolver of about 38 caliber type of revolver.
What did you hear him say?
He said, "Everybody down and hit the floor."
Well, why do you have to go in now?
Because the Rangers are right there. I'm sure that they are.
Well, just what is your feeling about the Rangers coming in here to move you out?
Well, I grew up thinking the Texas Rangers were above reproach, but when they will be a part of a political maneuver, I'm sadly disillusioned.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you very much. I need it.
How are they going to get in, you think?
I guess they'll have to break the door. That is what my attorney has told me.
Hello there.
Miss Jacobson? Miss Jacobson, would you come to the door? Well, open the door, please. Open the door.
Ranger, what is your name?
I'm Captain Wilson with the Rangers.
Well, I drove up in front of the donut place, and we were going to go to Ellen's, and I just heard a boom, and glass came out and hit the car, and I told the children we were going to move before the whole place blows up.
Did you see the wall cave in?
You know, the whole front just blew out, and I was so scared we just moved.
Fred Misko has a real estate office next door. He comes in here every day. He's a customer. And two, the bank has a large coffee urn in the lobby. And Fred... Fred Misko has a real estate office next door to the bank. He comes in here every morning. He's a customer. And two, the bank has a large coffee urn in the lobby. And Fred was here for his morning coffee when the robbery occurred. Fred, what happened?
It appears to me that this was a very well-planned, well-executed, and strictly a professional job. They knew what they were doing. They came in fast and left fast.
Fred Misko from a real estate office next door to the bank.
Rank, you know.
Not necessarily.
Go. Mr. Garrison, what is the position of the state in this particular matter? Have you gone through all the proper channels?
An entirely legal process has been followed. All steps have been followed in the process of eminent domain, which is a power given by statute to various institutions and governmental bodies, including universities, the highway department, and the city, and various others that have it by statute. The statute sets out certain legal processes which are to be followed, and that has been done in this case. Subsequent to the time that that was done and the day of taking arrived, almost a year has elapsed. Entirely plenty of time for any other steps to have been taken, if there are any other available. So this is an entirely legal process, and although somewhat unusual, it is done when is necessary. When you fail to reach a negotiation, then there is a power of eminent domain, which is given to the various governmental bodies upon the payment of just value as set by 3 commissioners, and that process has been followed.
Mr. Hargrove, as the business manager of North Texas State University, what has been the procedure that the university has gone through? Have you personally talked to Mrs. Jacobson?
Yes, useful. It'll be used as a part of the campus of North Texas State University.
And I thank you.
I think it was most unjust to Captain Lusk.
Why?
Well, I think that the record shows that he was not, the record shows, upon the analysis that I made, that is, that he was acceptable in January. He was not acceptable in May, only after he had appeared before the City Council and before the school board.